Living in China is very convenient. You can order food at home. Anything you want, you just can order online. You can enjoy the 24 hours service online. And for the transportations, fast train. We can go anywhere by fast train in a very safe way, actually.
One other thing that people think is that China is not safe.
Oh my God, no. I think China is the most safe place to live.
People think China has no freedom.
Actually, this is just a misconcept. China actually is free. I think for our common people in China, we can enjoy every life I want. But
when you travel to other countries, do people kind of underestimate you because they're not used to seeing a woman female boss?
no.
How do you think that played a role in China's growth and China's success?
Yeah.
To start off, it's going to be very simple. I just want to ask you, you've lived in China all your life, right?
Yeah.
What other countries have you visited outside of China?
Actually, I already visited, I think more than maybe 20 countries.
Wow.
But mostly in Middle East.
Okay,
areas.
mostly.
Yeah.
Have you been to the West as well?
Yes, I was in Denmark.
Denmark, okay.
And Finland.
Okay, so you've been to Europe as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're kind of, I want to draw comparisons between the countries that you visited and China. But to start off, you've lived in China all your life. Do you like living in China?
Actually, now, after I visiting so many countries in the world, any country has their advantages for living. But for Chinese people, I think, compared with other countries, I still believe living in China is the best way, the best choice for me. Actually, after I visiting so many countries, I really like the life in China.
Okay.
Actually, Chinese way is more healthy way, I think.
Okay.
We try to do exercise every day, and we try to make our food, cooking ourselves.
Okay.
For example, in China, people's life is how to say, we say it normal life. Normal life means we get up early, exercise, and then go to office. And after office, okay, we come back home and have a light dinner.
Dinner. Okay.
Light dinner, not a heavy dinner, actually.
Everyone does this?
I think more and more people enjoy a healthy life.
So even you grew up doing this all your life?
Yeah. In my whole life, Mama look after us very well.
And when you travel to other countries, you didn't see that in other countries?
Okay, for example, now the UAE. Actually, I really love UAE. I keep coming every year from 2008. Almost 20 years here.
Wow.
Actually, I love UAE so much. And I also enjoy the Lebanese food, Turkish food. But it's too much meat, too much chicken.
Oh, too much?
Less vegetables. I think maybe this is a difference between our nation.
Okay. And in China, what time do you usually have dinner then?
In China, actually, sunrise, we get up. Sunset, okay, we back home. We should prepare for sleeping.
Okay.
So we arrange our life according to the sunshine.
Wow.
Go up, down, like this.
Actually, that's how it's that's how our body is supposed to be. Like our bodies reacts to when the sun gets, sun shines and when the sun sets.
Yeah.
But most people just don't follow that.
Yeah.
Even if I talk about, for instance, religion,
Yeah.
like in our religion, in Islam, we are meant to wake up at sunrise.
Yeah.
And by sunset, you should eat and then go to bed.
Yeah.
But people just don't do that. So in China, people actually follow that. That's why people are so much more healthier, I guess.
Yeah. Now, health issues already become a very important issues, I think, in the following maybe 50 years or 100 years, especially in China.
Okay.
Now.
What kind of health issues?
Actually, what we should eat, what we should take any exercise every day, and how we should discipline ourselves, including food, including sleeping time, everything, every aspect, we must discipline as well. So the kids from the kindergarten, the grandmother or mama just try to teach them how to enjoy a very healthy life. So this is very important.
So it's for years, basically, when you're young people, you are taught to be disciplined, to be healthy, to eat well. Like all of these things are taught
less alcohol
Okay.
and no juice.
No juice?
No juice, because many juice not natural one.
Oh, okay.
Mixed. So this is not good. Too
So
much
fresh
sugar.
juice.
Fresh juice is okay.
Okay.
But some processing juice not okay. We
So
just
what kind of food do kids take to school? Like, when they pack
only
in-
water.
Only water?
Only water.
And then what do they eat there in school? They don't eat?
They eat lunchtime.
Yeah.
Lunchtime at school.
Okay, so lunch is given in the school itself.
Yeah,
The kids don't take their own lunch.
Yeah, don't take.
Okay.
Just prepared by school.
Okay, and the kind of food that
And
they eat.
government pay much attention to the food safety issues. They will keep checking every month or every 2 months or every week. Government officials will come to school for checking the food qualities, whether it is okay.
Do you have Chinese fast food options though? Like
Yeah, have in China also have many Chinese fast food brand.
okay, like their own brands.
Yeah, Chinese own brand.
Okay, but do you have like McDonald's and KFC as well, or?
Oh, when I was a child, I like KFC, McDonald's. But after I grown up, I think I know. This is cannot eat too much. It will do a good bite effect on our body.
Okay.
So I suggest the young people shouldn't eat too much fast food.
What is something unique about China that you didn't see elsewhere? Maybe it could be the way people interact on the streets. Maybe it could be the infrastructure or the buildings or the technology. What is something, whenever you think of China, you're like, oh, this is why China is so convenient, but in other countries we don't have that.
Yeah. Actually now, living in China is very convenient. Very convenient. You can order food at home. Maybe 5 minutes later, your food coming. You can order some vegetables, anything you want. You just can order online. This is very, very convenient. You can enjoy the 24 hours service online. So this is the most convenient phenomenon now in China. And for the transportations, our fast train.
Yes, it's
Very
one of the fastest.
convenient. Yes, for the business people, we can go anywhere by fast train in a very safe way, actually.
Okay.
The subway, the railway, always is in the same place.
In China.
Yeah, airport, subway, and railway.
Wow, everything is in the same.
Like, I fly back from Dubai to Beijing International Airport.
Okay.
From here, I can take a subway to downtown Beijing.
Wow.
And then I can transport to a railway station to Tianjin to my home. So very convenient. No need to go out.
And everything is basically connected.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think this is the basic demand for the common people.
Yeah.
So now in China, I think anything you want, you can find. This is my feelings. But Chinese people just working too hard.
Okay.
When I was in Denmark, I see the people's life in a very natural way.
Interesting.
Okay, in China, the malls will try to push or to try to advertising. So we never have holidays, May holidays or national holidays. So every mall will just expand their working time.
What do you mean more? What is more?
More like Dubai Mall.
Oh, mall.
More.
Okay.
Dubai Mall.
Yeah.
So in China, also so many malls. But when I was in Western countries, so they are working Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
And from the 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
So in China, no.
Okay. How is it in China?
Weekend opening, but the Western is closed, right?
Yeah.
And especially some special holidays, Chinese malls will just expand their working time.
It will be even more.
Yeah, maybe in the normal time, they will just running from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 9 a.m.
12
to 9
hours.
a.m. But in the holidays, they will try to work in midnight.
Oh, wow. So 9 a.m. to 12 a.m.
Yeah, expand another 3 hours.
Wow. Is it too much though? Like they think too much about themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the Chinese people's working from Monday to weekend, maybe no rest,
no break.
no
Yeah.
break.
They're very
This is not
hardworking.
only because of the company's
Rule.
rules, but maybe sometimes it's a self-stimulating. Oh, I have to finish today. I cannot have a break. I must finish in advance, something like this.
Do you think there's this feeling of guilt that if they don't work, they feel guilty or
Okay, for example, for me, if I relaxed one day, okay. If I relax 2 days, oh, I feel so guilty. Oh, I must back to my office. I have to
Okay.
finish. I have so many works to
Work,
do.
yeah.
I cannot relax too long time. So I think this is already a stable thinking way in our
mindset?
life.
It's a mindset.
Mindset,
Yeah.
yes.
So what do you think is better? Like having how many days off would be good?
Actually now, especially from last year, I begin to think carefully about my life way, how I should discipline my life way, and then to achieve a sustainable development lifetime.
The rest of your
Yeah,
life.
yeah. So I'm thinking very seriously and carefully.
But why do you think why is it wrong? Why is working, 12
If
hours
we
a week?
keep ourselves in the office 7 days, no break, and no go out, that means your mindset will totally focused on the one topic.
Yeah.
So no new blood injected.
Yeah, new
So
perspectives,
yeah,
new ideas. Yeah.
So I think people should have a break. Sometimes break can also generate very young and new ideas and energies in your next job.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I already enjoy such good ideas which come from my break time,
Ah,
not
okay.
from my business
Working
time,
time.
working time.
So
this
then-
is give me a big point. Oh, in the following in the past of my job, I cannot say I'm wrong, but not efficient way actually.
Okay.
You know we are factories, so our machines running 24 hours.
Yeah.
Only for repairment, or else it is to keep running.
Yeah.
So we have 3 shifts. So machine running 24 hours. So our staffs have to working accordingly. So now I say, oh no, this is not a good way. I must change our working time.
Okay.
So I must have my staff also have a break.
Wow, so you changed it for your staff as well.
Yeah. Because it is very important for staff's healthy and mind healthy and body healthy.
Yeah.
Both.
So then what is the timing now for your staff? Like what was it before and what is it now?
Before we only have 2 days break every month.
Okay. Every month.
But now I think I must change. Every week at least 1 day break.
Okay.
So
wow.
we must change slowly.
Slowly,
Because
yeah.
this is a different culture with the Western countries.
Yeah.
But anyway, I must change. It is a must. We must let our staff have good enough rest.
Yeah, so that they can also work better.
Yeah, but anyway, in another way, not only for work, but also for the personal life. We have to have a break. We must have to find time to accompany our families. Not only cultivate ourselves, but
Yeah.
also take more time with families,
Yeah.
with kids, with our parents, spend more time.
But-
Before, Chinese people just working, 24 hours working. But now I think
It's changing?
it's changing already. Yeah.
Okay. Was this also different? Like how in China people take care of their family, they think about their family?
Actually, in Chinese way, grandmother, grandfather, always take their duty after retirement for looking after their grandson, granddaughter. So in in China, if grandmother and grandfather cannot have time to look after the grandsons, it will be a big trouble for the couples.
Yeah.
They cannot have their work on time.
So you said grandparents, they take their duty. So they feel
Yeah.
like it's a duty, it's a responsibility.
After retirement, okay, I should. If my kids need my help, I must. I must do. This is my duty.
Okay.
So parents look at so well, including the grandson's education or lifestyle
Yeah.
and food, clothes, everything.
Yeah.
Grandparents just pay much attention
Yeah.
on it.
They think about all aspects of the
Yeah,
child's
yeah,
life.
yeah.
But then, so for instance, here in our culture, when you are 18, when you're 20, even when you're married, you're still living with your family. That's how
Yes.
it is in
Yeah, yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah.
In the West, when you're 18, you move out of the house.
Yeah, in the
How-
Western country, 18 people. After growing up, 18, okay, I should go out.
Yeah.
I should rent my own home.
Yeah.
Okay, I can raise myself. I don't ask any money from my parents.
Yeah.
I must find a job. Even I was still in the university, I have to do some part-time job.
So this, you're talking about China, right?
No, this is Western country.
Okay.
Yes. So in China, actually, people still try to be more independent, but not. No one want to leave home. Just stay or living with the parents.
So even when they're married, or
After married, more and more young couples just try to live separately with parents.
so usually now marriage is what moves them out of the house, but before marriage they usually stay with their
together
families.
with families.
Okay. When your children have children, then
Yeah.
I will ask you if you are relaxed or if you are stressed.
If my daughter and sons have babies, if they need my
Help.
help, okay, I will do. But at the meantime, I should spend some time for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
definitely.
is very
It's
important.
very important. Yeah.
Now, just a week I came to this topic. I really want to say to my mama and baba, I hope they can just relax. Actually, Baba and Mama still help us for our daily life.
Yeah.
Baba still help me for the factory job.
Yeah.
So actually, in my heart, this is a guilty feeling for me. I see they're already 17 years old. So I hope they can enjoy their own life.
Yeah.
They can relax.
Yeah.
So that is, I still want to say to the young generations for Chinese people. Anyway, we must try to be more independent.
Yeah, it's a fixed mindset. It's
Fixed
not
mind.
changed.
Yeah.
Got it.
So for us, we should try to persuade and try to let them to change their ideas.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope when they watch this video, they will be like, yes, I need a break.
Yeah. They must have some, we have to help them to make some plan.
Yeah.
So where we
Yeah,
should go.
true.
When we should go to hospital for body check. So where I should have a good taste for new food.
Yeah.
Something fresh.
Something different for them.
Yeah.
Very true.
I want they can enjoy a different way of life in the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Can you understand me?
Yeah, I completely understand. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
You just
So this is my target.
okay.
I want to achieve.
You
for
will
my
get
parents.
it. You will.
Yeah.
I hope they watch this video soon. We will put Chinese translation so they'll watch it. But
I really hope the Chinese parents can enjoy their own life.
Yeah, I love that.
After retirement.
I love that.
So I hope they can enjoy fantastic, amazing issues. Not only in China, but all over the world. They can traveling, they can experience, they can enjoy.
Yeah.
They can have some, how to say this, spark. Yeah, sometimes I think they can enjoy a spark moment.
Yeah.
Very exciting moment.
Yeah.
I want they can enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Their
important.
whole life is very in a calm way.
Yeah.
Very stable, very calm.
And then finally they can do something for themselves, something exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I hope definitely this will happen in China. I think there's so much that we can learn from different countries, like this is something I guess we could learn from the West. One other thing that people think is that China is not safe, that you cannot just walk around on the streets.
Oh my God, no. I think China is the most safe place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was researching and I was shocked that it's one of the safest countries in the world.
Yes, really safe.
If you compare it to other countries, like even in UAE, do you think they're both very safe?
UAE also safe place.
Yeah.
That is why I chose UAE as my first place for our business.
Okay, because of how safe it was here.
Yeah, for the safety is the foremost important for our business.
Yeah, definitely. And so were you surprised when you go to like the West and you see like, did you see things that were
many
unsafe?
robberies on the street suddenly.
Yeah, you saw things like that?
I saw that.
Wow, okay.
Actually, in UAE, I see my telephone once left in the washroom
Uh-huh.
in the trade center.
Your entire family?
No, my mobile phone
Oh, your phone.
lost in the washroom in the
Okay.
trading center.
Yeah, and then?
So one day later, I can still find.
Yeah,
Right?
that's how it is here.
So this is very nice.
It's so like normal here. But then
Yeah.
would in China you would never see someone doing a robbery on the street. Like that's not
never,
a thing.
never,
Yeah.
never.
What about homeless people, beggars? Is that common? Do you see that on the streets?
No beggars on the streets.
Okay.
Actually, I hope every country's my meaning is China now. The central government just issue many policies. Many countries without a visa you can come to China. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Recently,
yeah,
What
yeah,
do you
yeah.
feel? It was like 240 hours
Yes.
visa free. You can enter China.
Yeah. Just to show our hospitalities, you can enjoy. You can see China like China style now.
Yeah, that's crazy to me that you can go for like it's like 10 days without any visa.
Yes.
And I think it was especially after the tariffs, the
tariffs, yes.
the tariffs that US imposed. So then China decided we're going to open up, and even if US tries to stop Chinese products, that doesn't matter because people will come to China and buy these products.
Actually, the tariff issues cannot stop the development of China.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
it cannot
it is
stop.
already a trend. China already a very strong country.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, already.
So does China not care about US putting these tariffs? Like, how do you feel about that?
Actually, Chinese central government, I think, from the beginning, we just how to say these words. Yeah, there's exact English words to express these feelings. The Chinese government welcome any countries in the world to have a peaceful talk on any issues.
Yeah.
We shouldn't try to take some aggressive actions or policies we cannot interfere other countries' politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what China does
Every cooperation must be based on the
peaceful.
and win-win situation basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what these kind of policies that US is doing, that's something China would never do. They would not, slap these kind of
We never
policies.
push anyone, and we never push any pressures on any countries. Any talks we can have,
Just by having this
bilateral
conversation.
and the multilateral talks in a peaceful way. This is the Chinese central government always done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then now how does China feel about the US tariffs?
Okay, anyway, if this is only my personal opinion.
Yeah.
If Trump do this,
Tariff.
I think she already be blamed by everyone in the world, not only the U.S. people. I think more and more U.S. Common people, they're already so angry about the White House policies. Yeah.
And now the whole world is mad about Trump's tariffs, you mean?
Yeah, I think he's a crazy man.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously something that's not normally done. Like, it's just
my God.
insane.
I think the world stage, just Trump playing.
Yeah, it's a game.
He playing himself.
It's a game for him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because even the tariffs that were already there on China, it was around like I think 30%. So the fact that he changed it to 120% is obviously there's no logic behind it.
But one day he suddenly said, "Oh, I stop."
Yeah.
Oh my God! How can a president like the policies that he take policies as a joke? Oh my God!
So that's like shocking for China, probably. That's shocking for the
Not
whole world.
shocking. This is I think stupid.
It's true though. It is stupid. Like, how can you just
This is
freeze
like a kid talking. It's a big joke.
It is. And also, when I was watching videos about China's reaction to US tariffs,
Yeah.
most of the videos I saw, Chinese people, they were unbothered. They were like, okay, it's fine. China will survive.
Yes.
China has survived for 300
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
years without US. It can
Yeah,
survive.
yeah. Some experts say during the past more than 4,000 years history of China, we developed ourselves without the U.S. But now, if without the U.S., we can develop another 5,000 years.
Yeah,
We are sure and we are confident.
yeah. Do you think China is very self-sufficient? Like a lot of things that China has, it's made by China. That's why it's very self-sufficient. Like it's independent.
Yeah. Because for any products, we can produce ourselves. And at the same time, we can consume ourselves.
Yeah, we
Even
can consume ourselves.
Consume
Yeah.
ourselves, yes, consume ourselves.
Okay. So, like what kind of products are used in China and it's made in China? So for instance, if I talk about social media,
Okay.
all over the world we use like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Google.
Yeah.
How is it in China?
Actually, China also has our own TikTok. Yeah. Many social media software used by the young generations everywhere, including the factories, including in any aspects. People try to use the social medias to marketing their products, and for it is already achieved a good volume.
Like people are more simple there.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah,
life.
I love that. Honestly,
I can see. Yeah, you enjoy a very simple life.
Yeah, I like it like that. I don't like showing too much. Even if you have a lot, you
Yeah.
don't need to excessively show it.
Yeah.
Like I know you have like some of the biggest factories, some of the biggest businesses, but
Yeah.
the way you practice yourself is very minimalistic, simple, clean, and I really like that. You are a role model for me. Like growing up, whenever I saw you, it was always like a role model that I want to be. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe kids sometimes say, "Oh, I want such brand," but after the lifetime's experience, our mind will change.
Yeah.
So
Why
the best way is everything in a natural way.
why do you think that's better?
I think
Like why is
now I take more attention on the spiritual world.
okay.
I don't care about too much about the
Outside,
outside
exterior.
Yeah.
Is that usually how people are in China? Like they don't care too much about the exterior, what they're wearing.
Yeah. I think more experienced and more successful people, they will pay much attention to the spiritual life.
Yeah, more, like wise people will
Yeah.
obviously think more about the inside.
Yeah.
So that makes me think a little bit more about when I think about wisdom, spirituality, I think about religion. And religion, there's different types of religion all
Yes.
over the world.
Yeah.
Is China religious? How is religion in China?
Yeah. We have many different nationalities, not nationalities. How to say this in English?
Religions,
Not religions.
beliefs, groups, communities,
No.
cultures.
No.
Like something to do with religion.
We have 56 like Han, Hui.
Ethnicities.
Yeah.
Is it like groups, ethnicities,
Not groups. It is about, we have 56,
philosophies?
not
Is it
philosophies.
Okay.
Oh, I must check online. China has 56 ethnic groups.
Okay.
The most population is in Han.
Okay.
We are Han,
Oh, you are a part of Han.
part of Han. And
Okay.
another ethnic group named Hui,
Okay.
like Islam.
Oh, it's like Islam.
Islam.
Oh,
Same with
Oh,
Islam.
they're Muslims.
Muslim.
Hue?
Hui.
Oh,
We named Hui.
Oh, is it the
Same culture with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read about like Uyghur.
So this is not Huizu. We named Huizu.
Okay.
Hui ethnic. Actually, this is cannot called religions. Just the difference about the food. Maybe they don't eat pig. Yeah, this is only this. No other.
Oh, what about
special.
prayer? Like, do they pray differently?
No.
Oh, they're all like
Yeah.
okay.
Same.
And so technically that means that China they don't follow religion, they follow like spirituality, philosophy. Do you think that's
Yeah.
true?
We have four.
What?
Buddha.
Oh, okay.
Buddha.
Buddhism.
Yeah, Buddhism.
Uh-huh.
and
Confucianism.
Confucianism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we cannot see this is a religions.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what is it? It's like beliefs.
Yeah, beliefs.
Okay.
Only beliefs.
Okay, interesting.
Maybe I just sometimes I will talk with heart talk with Buddha, right?
Oh, so is that you
Only-
talk to Buddha? Like you, is
Just
that a thing?
heart talk.
Heart.
Heart talk.
Okay.
Yeah. This cannot take it as my religion. Just that kind of beliefs.
Okay.
Okay.
But do you believe in God?
How to say this? I believe, but I should say, I see when I just suffer from hardships, sometimes I will see to Buddha, oh, please give me some energies and help me to go through,
This
to
time.
overcome such hardships. But this only maybe 1 to 3 minutes talk in heart.
Yeah.
But anyway, I should spare no efforts and totally depend on myself.
Yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, hard work too.
So then, because you say that you ask Buddha for help, guidance, so do you believe Buddha is like God, or how do you
yeah, we
consider
can
Buddha?
take Buddha as a god.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't like your style. We pray every day. No.
Okay. But technically for us, even what you just did where you talk to Buddha or you talk to God or you talk to Allah, like that's a form of prayer for us.
Yeah.
Like even us just sitting and, we pray like this, like
Yeah.
asking, oh, can you help me in this time? That's also praying for us. Yeah. But it's not considered praying for you, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's more like meditation or what is there a term
some
for it?
elder people, elder generations, they have such styles praying. Yeah,
they do.
Yeah. They do
Okay.
maybe every month twice.
They
The
pray.
first day and the middle day.
They pray.
Yeah.
How do they pray? Like what is...
They will make some just need in front of their images.
of Buddha?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess people used to do that and then it changed over time?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was looking into whether China is a religious country and I saw that there was this survey done and it showed that China is the least religious country in the world.
Yes, you're right.
So the most number of, I think more than 50% of the population, they don't they don't believe in the concept of a religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's more about spirituality, belief system, values. It's interesting that there's no religion, but still a lot of the values that you have
Yes.
is still in Islam or in our culture. The values are still there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because do you think it was influenced by religion? Like it was influenced by Confucianism, Buddhism?
Yeah.
And then now people don't consider it a religion anymore because it's just a part of their life.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So that's how it is in China in terms of religion.
Actually, I strongly suggest you must visit China.
Yeah,
in
I want
person.
to go.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah. I think you are your social media job. So how many fans you enjoy now?
Like 300,000.
300,000.
across.
Okay. I think you have such duties. You can traveling everywhere to see what the country is like.
Yeah.
So I really sincerely invite you come to China.
Yes, I
and
will
to
come.
see what my home country.
Yeah, I would love to come soon. I will make a plan soon.
You
Yes.
must. You must.
Yes,
I
and
hope
then-
you can through your medium. You can just tell the people what China really is.
Yeah. There was this the huge YouTuber in the West. His name is iShowSpeed. He's one of the biggest creators in the world.
Okay.
And he lives in the US or in the UK, and he went to China and he vlogged everything there, and that was the first time the West saw such a raw, unfiltered, organic vlog of China, and they were shocked. They were like, wow, like there's so much technology, there's so much freedom, there's so much
Yeah.
safety. Like one aspect of technology I saw was that people have glasses there that can translate.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Is that a common thing? Like you wear glasses and you're talking in Chinese and it'll translate and write it in English for me.
Yeah. Have
So this is like common there, or?
not so much common.
Okay, but it's a
In
thing.
the government levels have.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they have these kind of glasses.
Yeah.
And also one thing I saw was the way they make payments is different there. Like in UAE, for instance, we use Apple Pay, like we use our phone, we tap it, or we use our card, or we pay cash. But how is it in China?
Oh, I think China is very more convenient. But this time I'm here, I already found a big change in UAE.
Okay, really?
We still can pay by WeChat and
Oh,
by.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I see local people even pay by phone.
Yeah.
I think 2
Online.
or 3 years back, no, cannot.
Yeah. Now,
Big
yeah.
change.
So this was already there in China
Yeah, already there.
for like how long?
Okay, I think around 10 years.
Wow. So
Yeah.
for 10 years, how would Chinese people pay?
By WeChat.
Okay.
Yeah, by cars.
Cards. Okay.
Yeah.
So WeChat as in like
We just scan.
Yeah.
Pay, finish.
I saw that even there was like a kind of a beggar. There was a video of a Chinese beggar, and there was an Indian tourist, and he
Yeah.
asked the Indian man, "Oh, can you give me money?" And he had a QR code.
Yeah, yes.
Is that like that's how it happens there?
Yes.
So even beggars, they just go around with their QR codes to get money.
Yeah.
I find that so unique, so different. Like it's so advanced because I've never seen something like that anywhere.
So actually, the such with the girl here, not a kind of a real beggar, I think.
It's not. Sorry, it's not.
It's not real beggar.
Oh, okay, it's not a beggar. So
Yeah,
what is it? Like they're selling something and then they have a QR code or what?
Not selling some things, maybe.
Oh, you're saying he's like a fake beggar, like
Yeah,
he's
fake,
just
yes.
lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like normal, I guess.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
do that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, we talked a little about stereotypes. One stereotype I didn't touch upon was the concept of freedom. People think China has no freedom. They think it's not free. But how would you respond to that?
Actually, this is just a misconcept. Maybe in your cultures, China actually is free. I think for our common people in China, we can enjoy every life I want. I just choose myself.
Yeah.
I don't no need to listen to others. So what kind of freedom you want? You can enjoy in China.
Yeah.
Why people say Chinese people no freedom?
Yeah.
Just because Chinese people working too hard. Hardworking people every day working. No time for relax. No time for enjoy. So this is kind of they say, oh, Chinese people no freedom. No freedom that we most time on work, most time on study, so most time on research. So if I think nowadays freedom for me, I think means I can do anything I want. My time belongs to me. I can arrange my time. Totally depend on my personal demand. This is kind of freedom.
Interesting.
So people say, okay, I want to have a break, but I have to work, right? This is maybe kind of less freedom situations.
Yeah.
But
they still choose. Like they make the decision. No one is forcing them, right?
yeah. But anyway, just because of people want to create a more better life for the families, so people always try to choose a hardworking way.
So it was 1980 when China held like 2% of the global economy. And now China holds like more than 20%.
Yeah, just because the 1978, we have our Deng Xiaoping, you know the name? Just policies, a great man.
The government?
Yeah, government.
Okay.
Just issued opening up policies.
Okay, what is
Opening
that?
up policy. Opening up and reform policies.
Okay.
1978.
Okay.
So from that time, the following 20 years, China make big progress.
Yeah.
In every aspect.
What was one thing China did that made it progress so much? Like in these policies, what was the most important part of these policies that resulted in this dramatic change?
Actually, our chairman, Deng, after he issued such opening up and reform policies to the world, Chinese just try to brief every culture in the world. We try to cooperate with every country in the world. So we're opening up policies. That means we hope we can do the trading, we can do the researching, we can do scientific research. We are together. Yeah.
But how was it before?
Before, people just totally very isolated in a certain circumstance, only do something themselves. Like, for example, I want to make a toy for my kids. Okay, I will close the door and make myself. Now, this policy means I should go out to ask help. Do you have any ideas about how to make a good toys for my kids? Maybe my friends, maybe my friends will give me some good ideas. Then she can help me to do together to make a much better toys. So that policy is also same.
Yeah. So it basically people started collaborating more.
Yeah.
They started building more businesses, entrepreneurship.
That became to the world's collaboration. This is very important in every aspect.
Yeah. China has done a lot to develop other countries
So
that
do you know
help
the policies,
China.
one belt, one road?
Yeah, One Belt Road. Yeah,
This is the good policies.
Exactly.
For African countries.
Yeah, I mean, even in Pakistan, there's actually a passageway in Pakistan that connects UAE and China.
Yeah.
And like it helps China, UAE, Pakistan, all three countries together because of that passageway. So there's like this great link that China has developed with these other countries.
Yes.
And of course, the other countries have also developed alongside China. Like UAE has invested a lot in China, same way China has done that with the UAE. So there's this good partnership.
Actually, UAE also show very good hospitalities for Chinese people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is why I choose UAE as my first place for our trading business.
So, like UAE people are very nice to Chinese people, or what do you mean?
I think the policy is very nice. From 2007, we go here, no need visa. This is a very good policy for us. Very convenient.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no need visa.
Okay, that makes sense.
So many years back, no need visa.
And how long can you stay without visa here?
Every time here, 30 days.
Okay, wow.
30 days,
That's
without
pretty
visa.
good. So it's very convenient for
Very
Chinese
convenient.
people.
Directly flight from Beijing, from Shanghai, from Chengdu, from Guangzhou to Dubai.
And there's also so many trade exhibitions that happen in Dubai that connects China and all the other countries. So that's why people also like coming here, because there's so many opportunities for trade.
Yeah, more and more Chinese people come here.
Yeah.
More and more companies here.
I was watching this video about how if someone wants to buy from China, they don't really need to go to China, because UAE brings Chinese people here for exhibitions like the wood show or any kind of exhibition. So many people can come here and meet Chinese companies and investors.
And many Chinese companies just have their overseas warehouse, even in UAE.
Okay.
So very convenient for the local people to buy some products from China.
Here. Interesting. Okay, so we've talked now we're kind of talking a little bit more about business.
Okay.
So I want to talk about how conducting business is different in China compared to other countries.
Actually, for me, I give the examples. Actually, still come to the words collaborations. If you want to achieve something in foreign languages, which is a new country for you, I think first you must know the culture there. Okay, how people's lifestyle, how they working. So it's the best way for us to develop first in a short time. We should find some local peoples who can cooperate with us. So collaboration is very important.
So you mean when Chinese people go to other countries, they try to find a local person to understand the culture?
I have no exact idea about what they do. But for me, Now, especially during the past 2 years, I found it's very convenient and efficient way to find a local people to be one of your staff to working. Yeah.
And then, okay, so what about you've seen businessmen, business people from Pakistan, from UAE,
Yeah.
from all these different countries.
Yes.
What is something different in the way you are as a businesswoman versus a businesswoman from Pakistan or from UAE or from India?
Oh, actually now in the UAE market, I think I seldom can see the boss like the female boss. Many male boss. Yeah, yeah. This is the difference.
Yeah,
In
in-
China, more and more female boss.
Yeah,
Yeah, so much
it's normal.
normal.
Yeah. Was there any challenges that you faced as a female businesswoman though, because you're a female?
No, I don't think as a female boss it's a kind of difficulties. I think this is a kind of advantage.
Oh, it's an advantage
yeah,
to
yeah.
be a businesswoman.
Yes.
Okay, why do you think it's an advantage?
Do you think in the people's mind, maybe boss should be a man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a common concept.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
yeah.
But in China now, more and more female boss. Do you know female boss? Good point like perseverance. This is very very important. I also compared with the men boss and the women boss.
Yeah.
Women boss, the advantage is we can, as long as I decided I want to achieve
Something.
some target, I will pursue it, seek after, perseverance, and insist on. No one can stop me, even hardship come.
But male bosses are not like that?
Men boss is more active, more stronger, but their perseverance sometimes
Interesting.
weaker than women.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you said they're more active, what does that mean?
More active means the men boss have more active thinking way
Okay.
to marketing.
Okay, okay.
Okay, it's easily for them to grasp the chance for business.
Interesting. Okay.
Ladies, sometimes maybe in a very slow way.
To understand like
Yeah.
the business market, the
Yeah.
conduct market research, like things
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
you mean?
yeah,
Okay. So even though they're slow, but
But as long as they already set up their target, they will spare no efforts to achieve it.
they're more
no
consistent.
No one can stop it.
Okay, amazing.
this is
That's
my-
what you've seen in China?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. So you're saying that one difference that you saw in China versus other countries was that there's more women business people.
Yeah.
There's more women in business in China versus in other countries.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you then when you travel to other countries, do people kind of underestimate you because they're not used to seeing a woman female boss?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Because you know how to conduct
Yeah,
yourself.
just take it easy. No one feels stranger when see me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And then in other ways of business, because I know in China, what I saw was, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's this concept of Guanxi.
Guanxi,
Yeah, Guanxi.
relation.
Yes.
Relation.
So can you tell me a little bit, what is Guanxi?
Oh, actually, I think you already have a good research on Chinese culture. That is why you can ask such questions, Guanxi relations. Yeah, maybe in Chinese culture is sometimes depend on the relations. Yeah, this is relations means like I am your sister, and I just play a good job in certain levels. So maybe sometimes I can offer a special help for you.
Ah,
This is
okay.
kind of a 关系.
Okay.
Relations.
Relation. So it doesn't have to be your sister. It could be like a friend that you
Yeah.
develop. So because, for instance, I remember when you were telling me that whenever you do business with someone, you always check how are their family, how are they like as a person? Are they a
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
person? So is that related to Guanxi? Because you try to see, you have to build trust with someone. You have to build a relationship with someone.
No, actually, in the business fields, actually, we must try to set up a good relations with all our customers. Yeah,
Okay.
it's very important. Good relations means we can enjoy more peaceful talk
Okay.
whenever some
Problems.
problems or quarrels come. So good relations can help us to communicate in an efficient way. If no good relations, I think no good business.
Yes. How do you develop good relation in China?
First, we must choose what kind of people is your good partners, right? For example, I told you before, if you are my customers, I will check whether you are kind enough, whether you look after your parents good enough. So I will check, oh, you are a good person. Then we can begin our business.
Interesting.
And then after several cooperations, I will see your personalities, whether it is okay for me.
What do you think is different between China and Pakistan particularly?
Actually, the background, I think, is same.
Okay.
Both of us we cherish our families, okay? We cherish our family members. Our kids and our relatives, we want to enjoy a good relations, right? This is the same background. Western countries, I think they just enjoy their own life. Maybe less connections every day, every year.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we enjoy gatherings,
Yeah.
especially in the festivals, spring festivals, moon festivals, many festivals we want to gather with our families. This is our same culture.
And what is different? What is one thing that is like, this is so different in ours? Does something come to mind?
Till now, I didn't find
okay.
any difference between us.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost the same.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess one difference that I saw was marriages, like how marriages happen.
Oh,
in
yeah,
China.
yeah. This is a big difference.
So
yeah.
how do you get married in China?
Now, actually, parents should follow up their kids' willingness. Okay, we will choose ourselves.
They should make children choose themselves.
Yes,
in
but
China.
your culture, still parents choose.
You don't like this?
I don't like it.
Okay,
I
and
think your culture is just two mama have a WeChat talk, and then two kids, even boys and girls, no, not met it before, then get married. Oh my God, unbelievable.
no, but this is not as common now. Like in the past, I do know, like for instance, like my grandparents, I don't think they met. They probably met the day of their wedding. You know, that was how it was in my
And
grandparents.
also there are another phenomenon. Pakistanis that's married their cousin. Oh my God, this is also unbelievable in China.
It's not normal in China.
Yeah, this is dangerous for the next generation. Health.
The thing is, I've talked about this before. I mean, it's funny when I see other people's reaction to the culture. But yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before that actually when you marry with your cousins,
Yeah.
the possibility of having a genetic disorder doubles. Even though
Yes.
it's a small it's only like 6%.
Yes.
But it still doubles from 3.
Yeah.
So it is true, it's dangerous. I think, yeah, I mean, it's true that it happens. The problem in our culture is that even though in Islam it's allowed to marry your cousins, but the problem is that most people just consider your cousin as the main option. Not most people, a lot of people in Pakistan, they don't think, okay, there's more options. Why don't we think of people in other families? Why don't we think of people outside of Pakistan? Of course, now it's changing, but still the first option that comes to mind usually is cousin, which I don't like also. Like, I don't like that.
It's not a good way.
Okay, so in China, the way you get married is, like, tell me how, for instance, your child would get married. What would the process be like?
I think maybe in the universities or after they go to work, maybe somebody some friends will introduce, or maybe they choose themselves, and then after he say, oh, I have a boyfriend or girlfriend, we just have we should let them have more time to negotiate and to understand each other. So we cannot push them to only maybe 2 weeks or 1 month, then you can get married. No. We must let them to know each other more time.
How long is it generally? I know it's different, but
For me,
usually...
I think my case, at least no less than 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 year.
Anyway, it's better for them to do something together, at least 1, 2, 3 years, I can accept.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if it's like 10 years? Is that too much?
10 years, no way. Too much.
Okay. Because in the West, people like are dating for 10 years and then they get married. So that's why I'm trying to see where does China stand on it. Okay, so you're saying like around 2-3 years they get to know one another, they build good relationship,
Yes.
and then
They
eventually
must know each other well, and you must make sure you can accept any good points or weak points. Okay? Before marriage, everyone will behave in a very
nice.
way, in a very nice manner, right? We try to behave like I'm a nice girl, I'm a good boy. But anyway, these young people must try to do something together. Like we can together create some new jobs. We can just achieve one project, or we can together overcome some difficulties. Only by such connections, we can know each other well. So we can say, oh, I can accept. Even you lose temper, I can accept. I can tolerate.
Makes
That
sense.
times we can make sure, okay, I can accept you as my partners, and we can enjoy the rest of our lives. This is very important.
And how involved are their parents in this process? Like how involved?
Okay, parents maybe will give some advice, like maybe the both families' background, whether it is in the same level.
Okay.
This is very important.
So
right?
there's, for instance, would someone in China, would the parent in China want their child to get married in the same ethnicity? You said 56 groups.
Yeah.
Would they? Is there this concept?
But it is difficult to achieve in the same ethnic groups.
So it's not like a problem.
Yeah, this is not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're okay with.
Parents just give more advice based on the family's background, whether they are in the same levels.
Makes sense.
This is very important.
And how do they feel about marrying someone from outside of China?
I can accept.
Okay.
Yeah.
But most people, do they accept this?
Most people, I think, no access for such marriage.
Because usually people, they want to live in China,
Yes.
so that's where they usually connect with Chinese people.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. And when do the parents meet each other? Like, do they meet early on in the relationship?
No, only the parents meet each other when we want to make an engagement.
Only
So-
then you meet each other?
Before engagement, parents will meet maybe 1 time or 2 times.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first stage is the boy and girls
Okay.
just dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. After, sometimes they make sure, oh, okay, I want to marry him. I want to marry her. Then parents will meet each other to talk some issues.
That's interesting because in our culture, the parents would meet a
Meet
lot.
first.
Yeah, they would meet first. Of course, it's like now there are different types of marriages. We call it arranged marriage and love marriage. In arranged marriage, your parents find you someone, they meet the family, they talk, and then they connect
Arranged
you.
marriage only happened in ancient China. Same way. But now, no.
The thing is, in ours, like even arranged marriages, even though it still happens now, like it still works. Like I don't think at least from in my opinion, I don't think arranged marriages are wrong. It's only wrong when the children don't meet enough.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with your parent
Parents
telling
can
you.
help us to choose our partners,
Yeah.
but must let me have enough time
Yes.
to stay with him or her
Yes.
and to know whether we are suitable for each other.
Exactly. That's the only thing that I find like a little wrong. But even though now like it's not like that in Pakistan anymore.
Yeah.
Like they actually, the kids meet, they have their phone numbers, they're talking all the time. So it is different. It's changing now. But yeah, that's just how it is. But what about divorce? The concept of divorce in China, is that like a
Divorce
taboo?
rate more and more.
Okay.
Divorce rate is going
A lot
up.
more.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that happening? Why
I
do you
think just because of the young generations, sometimes compared with the elder generation, the young generations just pay much attention to self-feelings. Before, we will take others, take our wife and husband, we care their feelings. Now, young generation just kill themselves. This is the key
You
issue.
think that's what's happening in the world? Like young
Yeah, I
people.
think everywhere in the world suffer from such problems. And more people choosing no marriage. And more people just get married in a very, maybe after 40 years old, they choose to get married. Young generation don't want to get married too early.
Do you not like that?
I think this is, how to say, this is no relation with like or no dislike.
It's just
No
the
one,
way it
no one,
is.
no one can change it.
Okay. And what about if, for instance, someone doesn't get married? Is that looked down upon in China? For instance, in Pakistan, if you don't get married by like 25, 27, people start asking you, when are you getting married? When are you getting married?
Before, yeah, people will say, oh, maybe she has some body problems or maybe she has some problems, mental problems. But now it is common.
Okay, that's normal now. It's not a big deal.
Normal, not big deal.
What if you live with your partner before marriage? Is that like a common thing in China?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So it is. I guess I'm just trying to see like where's the difference when it comes to relate, because that's obviously not a thing in ours. We wouldn't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's one thing I guess different about Pakistanis and Chinese, but overall there's a lot that we like about each other. Yeah. We coming back to the topic about how China has grown in the past like 30 years in from being one of the poorest to one of the richest countries of the world. One reason you were saying was because one is people are very hardworking, they're very disciplined. Also, do you think that it's because I saw this video about how China is this manufacturing hub? It's literally manufactures like everything in the world. I mean, almost everything in the world. So how do you think that played a role in China's growth and China's success?
Yeah, many countries say China is the factory for the world.
Yes.
We can produce anything you want in the world. This is a big advantage in China. Just because we have a huge populations, so our own motherland consumptions is enough to reach our life. I'm not sure whether my
it's self-sufficient. Like
self-sufficient.
whatever is produced in China, it's enough for you guys, for you to sustain.
Yeah. We have a set of chain of the industries. Understand? Some
Yeah, I
countries
understand.
they don't have like we cannot produce.
Yeah, they need to import from
Import. We can produce, we can consume.
everything.
Yeah,
From
everything.
A to Z, you can produce it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why do you think, I know a lot of things are made in China, right?
Yeah.
But there's this idea that if a product has a tag that says made in China, then it feels like it's not a high quality product.
Yeah, this is a problem now.
Yeah.
Actually, many products, if made in China labor, that means the price cannot good. It must be cheaper than some countries made.
Yeah, but is that true? Do you think do you think that if it's made in China?
Such thing happened must have his roots. Because during the past 30 years, developing times, maybe some Chinese factories didn't play a good job on the product's qualities. So maybe it is already do some harm on some foreign customers. So they say, oh, the quality is from China not good. So that is why people have such ideas about made in China is cheaper labor. Yeah, I think once you come to China from outside, you will see a totally different image of China compared with your former image of China.
Okay.
This is a big changing.
What do you think is the usual former image?
Many people, everyone know China, but everyone never come to China. Only know China name, but never experience how life is in China. So you must come to China to see. Seeing is believing.
Yes. And when they come to China, what do you think they will realize that they didn't know before?
If only by talk, by introduction, not enough to change people's mind. They have to. It's better for them to come to China to experience what China life is.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much. I'm so enjoy about your talking actually.